Hey everybody, welcome to the next episode of the Strand Tennis Center podcast, filled with tips, advice, tennis, not tennis, just life advice too, whatever you need. Like it on YouTube, share it on the podcast as well. Thank you. Welcome to the Strand Tennis Center podcast. As I stumble on my words already, Santi, this is what happens when I get nervous in front of you, Santi. This is lots of pressure, these podcasts, Santi. This is, I don't know, again, number 7 or number 8 of the live podcast. We are trying to add more information, more value, trying to share some thoughts. I'll probably cover 2 topics today. Number 1, and this is ironic because we are running a tournament and an event this weekend, but it's about something that's been talked about a lot, the epidemic of kind of a trophy nation, so to speak. We are giving out too many awards, right, Santi? We are giving too many awards for participation. And I think this goes into a deeper discussion. You know, when a country like the U.S. has been a superpower for a long time, the farther and farther away you get from the greatest generation, so to speak, the World War II generation, all of those veterans, the farther you get away from a country establishing itself, people forget the value in effort, working hard, trying to survive and trying to make it. Other countries are in different boats. They're trying to, come online and become these first world countries. We have been a first world country for a while, and as generations get farther and farther away from that, and we're responsible to it. We raise kids because we don't want them to suffer because our ancestors suffered and my grandparents suffered. But we're causing a situation where kids don't like adversity. And adversity is part of the process, right? It is part of becoming a champion. Even on a micro level in tennis, this is a larger level too in anything you do. And that's why when we teach a kid, we try to tell them it's going to be very difficult to do what you want to do. We're not going to be easy on you, but you're going to be a better person because of that and be a better player. Because things are supposed to be hard, right? And we're not supposed to give away. This is going to make a lot of noise, isn't it, Santi, while I open this? And a lot of stuffing is going to come out of it, Santi. This is not spontaneous. Look, I'm making a mess, Santi. This is the best. No, I got it. It's better if we show. It's just exploding, Santi. The foam is exploding.
I would like to interject.
Intervene, Santi. I don't know how to open my Christmas presents. You see? My Christmas presents are ruined. This is what happens when you get everything you want. I open it too quick. This is something. See, even isn't ironic that I'm opening a present. See, these things are nice, right? But they should go to the winner, and they shouldn't go to the person that just showed up. And that's the big thing, right? And that's what's happening. People feel like, all the way down from work to tennis, feel like if they show up, it's good enough. It's not good enough, right? It's okay. There's winners and losers, I mean, I guess it, when I was a kid, it was the same thing. You're not good enough. You got to go back and do it again. You don't get anything for what you did. And I think that's okay, right? I don't think, as I'm put that in my face right there, I don't think, and that's just me, I don't think people deserve awards for just showing up. And we actually have a tournament. This weekend, it's an elimination tournament, right? The winner will win that, and that's okay, right? Being second is great, too. You're busting your butt, you're working hard. But being first means something else, right? And I think the more we hold on to that, the stronger we're going to be. I don't want to get geopolitical. The stronger we're going to be as a country, too. We can't allow kind of like my feelings or whatever are more important than my.
Can't allow the kids to become soft.
Soft. Here, I'm glad you finished my sentence.
Man.
Yeah, softness is not a good thing, right? You want to be you want to be sensitive. You want to be understanding. you want to understand that every kid is different and you have to work with them, but you don't want to allow them to skip 4 or 5 steps so they feel better about it. It's just hurting them in the long run. And it's going to hurt them for jobs in the future, right? So a kid's going to go to work and he's not going to be doing well, and he gets compliments his whole life, and his boss is going to come up to him and go, "You're fired." And he's going to be like, "I can't believe it," right? I thought I was great. But it's not true. We keep on selling these kids a bill of goods of, hey, you did great, you're the best. Yeah. Again, we always talk, we teach attitude and effort. You give 100% attitude and your effort is good and you fail, that's still great. We say that's great attitude, great effort, but you still failed, okay? But that's okay. Keep giving attitude and effort and things will change. That's the big thing. I think that's the big thing that we want to hone in on here. We want to be fair, but we want to be tough. We want to give them things just because they walk into the building. And I think that, and that's why the other point was that goes with work, right? It goes with the same thing with being a good employee or being a good boss. If you are absent and you're not around and you're not working hard, you're not doing your job, you don't deserve the bonus. You don't deserve the extra vacation time. You don't deserve all these things if you don't give extra effort. I think we've lost that. I think we're, especially after COVID, everybody's working from home, which is great. They can. But I think we're taking advantage of that now. It's got to go back the other way. People want to just, work from home because it's convenient to them instead of it saying, okay, maybe I should be back in the office this many days because we don't have that luxury, right? We can't outsource our lesson. Which is a good thing. I like when people are here. I like when we're working together and working hard and working for a common goal. I think these hand-to-hand service businesses, and I mentioned this in a post in LinkedIn, these small businesses that try to think too big realize that coming in and doing kind of hand-to-hand combat, working with someone one-on-one is very important. And if we don't, hey, Chris, speaking of one-on-one, he's doing a lesson right now, and he's telling me to be quiet. Nice job. Working one-on-one in a front-facing business where you can really, really show the customer that you care is huge. That's the difference between a small business and a huge business competing with you. You don't need to compete with big businesses because they can't compete with you with the hand-to-hand, one-on-one, knowing the name, knowing the person, knowing them, what they really need, how they're feeling that day. It's very, very important to double down and triple down on those things. It's kind of like Paul Graham, a Y Combinator, wrote a great piece about how to do things that are unscalable in the beginning. Those are when companies get bigger, but with small businesses, you have to do things that are unscalable. If you are going to text 500 people one-on-one because it's more personal, that's something you can do and you should do. Those are important because that separates you from the large businesses. So this short podcast is twofold, right? If you want to achieve success in business, you want to achieve success on the court, you want to achieve success at anything, you can't just show up, go through the motions, and expect results. So we're going to have a tournament this weekend. The best player is going to win on the court, right? That's going to happen, right? They'll get the award. It may be like, oh boy, I didn't like the way that person acted and all that stuff. I get it. All those things are part of it. But it's a result-oriented thing, and that's okay. Results are okay. Merit's important. That's all I wanted to say today, Santi. Do you have anything to add with this lovely trophy in front of you? No. No. That's all I wanted to say. Trophy Nation, it'll keep our people strong and it'll keep the country strong. I feel like I'm running for Senate now, but work, work, work. Thanks, guys. See ya. Hey, everybody. Hope you like the podcast. Please share it with your friends, anybody that you know, anybody that's into tennis, anybody that's into bettering themselves. Share it.